Quarterly project on philosophy and global citizenship, focusing on environment ethics. Group members: Maria Clara Beiloni, Cássia Camargo, Júlia Maia, Pedro Henrique, and Mateus. Our project is about carbon credits, and our main question is: should anyone have the right to pay to pollute?
So the context. Carbon credits are an economic incentive for companies to adopt more sustainable practices for their products. This is important because it helps reduce greenhouse gas emissions and combat global warming, as those who pollute less can sell credits to those who pollute more. In this way, the system contributes to environmental preservation, encourages the use of clean energy, and helps meet global pollution reduction targets defined in climate agreements, such as the Paris Agreement.
A report from O Globo in November 2024 says that Brazil approved rules for the carbon credit markets, seeking to cut emissions and strengthen the bioeconomy. The article says that the voluntary market helps actions based on nature, but doesn't talk directly about the problem of companies buying credits instead of really cutting their emissions.
Bibliography argumentation. Peter Singer, he argues that it is wrong to continue polluting when alternatives exist and that buying carbon credits does not replace the moral obligation to reduce ozone emissions. Premise 1. Climate change causes serious harm to people and animals worldwide. Premise 2. Wealthy countries and companies have a moral obligation to reduce their emissions. Conclusion. Therefore, buying carbon credits is not enough. It is necessary to actually reduce pollution. Reported speech. Peter Singer said that rich nations should not rely only on carbon credits but must actually reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. Kel Sandel. Sandel argues that carbon credits create a moral problem because they transform environmental responsibility into something that can be bought. Premise 1. Carbon credits allow wealthy countries or companies to pay to continue polluting. Premise 2. This transforms environmental responsibility into something that can be bought and sold. Conclusion. Therefore, carbon trading may weaken the moral duty to protect the planet. Reported speech. Michael Sandel argued that carbon markets can make people think it's acceptable to pollute, as long as they can pay for it.
Hello, my name is Julia, and I will present the central concept about carbon credits. This concept refers to the ethical obligation that individuals, companies, and countries have to care for the environment and reduce their negative impacts. In the case of carbon credits, it is important because it shows that paying to pollute does not replace the moral duty to protect the planet and change behaviors. Well, here we decide to create a pool for the class and teachers about the carbon credits and environmentally conscious habits, which can also serve as a self-assessment regarding climate changes. Finally, we have your bibliographic reference for the construction of this work, and we thank you for your attention.